Good morning, and it's Thursday morning, September 26th of 2013, and it's about 9:15 in the morning, and here we are around Port Angeles at the entrance to Klahhane Ridge, and this is the trailhead to Heather Park. So we're going to be hiking up in the Olympic Mountains, the north part today, up to Heather Park. As you can see on the sign, Heather Park, 4.1 miles. So we're at 1,950 feet right now. And we expect to gain about 3,500 feet of elevation today. And that will take us up to just a touch over 6,000 feet. It's chilly. It's, definitely fall weather is in the air. It's a little overcast, but that's breaking up. They say some weather is coming in, so in order to get real advantage of this trail and fully enjoy it, this is one of the last windows for at least a few days to get in here. So I expect it to warm up and things to be really comfortable, and hopefully we will get some great views. So I'm looking forward to this. I've been wanting to do this trail for a while. Hope you enjoy the hike with me. We'll be catching some video, and it'll be a great day. So the book's description is that we start off for the first 0.4 miles, hiking a gentle trail, a gently ascending trail, along an old logging road, which I really don't see right now. Starting to see a few more mushrooms. This guy's pretty good size. He might be at least 6 inches across, and he just opened up. And he's carrying and lifting all that moss and stuff that was on top of him. It's just like a plate. Well, okay, maybe we are getting more earnest. Okay, I'm a believer now. We did pass 0.4 mile, and here's our first switchback, and we're going to start heading up further. Well, somewhere at about 2.2 miles is that's the halfway point, and there's something called Halfway Rock. Now, sometimes these things can be a little vague, but as we come up to this another turn in the switchbacks, I just happen to wonder if this could be it. I mean, it looks like people have stopped here and enjoyed a break before continuing to head on up. Actually, I started walking away from this, and I got to wondering if this isn't Halfway Rock. I mean, it definitely is a bigger rock. And my guess is, though they put these labels on the trail maps, that there's not really going to be a sign or something that says Halfway Rock.
Oh, look, maybe this is halfway rock. Okay, now this is the biggest rock I've seen so far. It's huge. And so if size matters, and we all know it doesn't, but if size were to matter in the naming of rocks and places, well, I guess I might call this halfway rock. So this is a switchback, that's where the trail goes. But if I look off this way, what I see is the top of that rock we just were looking at a moment ago. So we came around to switchback and it looks like it puts us past that. It also looks like people have used this as a stopover, take a break point, which I think is pretty inviting. I think I'll do that. And so I'm thinking this may truly be halfway rock. I have decided, even if this really isn't halfway rock, I'm going to call it that. I'm going to consider that I've now covered 2.2 miles out of 4.1, or somewhere around that. It's a really beautiful day. The temperature is just right for doing some hiking up elevation just like this. It's quite comfortable. So I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing. I think it's going to get more enjoyable as we get a little bit further up, and I think the views are going to expand and open. So I'm looking forward to that. Should be exciting. It looks clear enough if I look straight up that we should be seeing a lot of mountains around us. Oh no, not another rock. It's kind of like the Where's Waldo of halfway rocks. And I could see a bit of the Straits of Juan de Fuca, so we're facing north right now. And the trees are getting thinner. The terrain has become a bit more rugged. More rocks, more stones. Well, the temperature definitely has dropped a bit with altitude. We're going to be turning into a fairly sharp set of switchbacks that are going to gain a lot of the final altitude pretty fast. It is quite beautiful here right now.
Well, so this is the shelter that's just before Heather Park. There's supposedly another shelter back down the way a bit. I have to say, I looked around for it on the way up, but I never saw it. But I can see where this would offer some protection from the elements if you really need to weather some weather. I'm gonna have to read up more about it. I wasn't really expecting something as sturdy as this, but if you were caught up here in some weather that came up really fast, and I guess that can happen, this definitely would be a place that you could weather that passage. And it's like it's got this old fireplace here, and I guess that's what it really is. I don't know if this was a full structure at some time or not. Like I said, I'm going to have to read. But I can tell, like right here, this has had fires in recently. People have cooked in it, so it's made use of. A very alpine-like meadow, and I'm going to guess that this really is officially Heather Park. And we're somewhere around 5750 in elevation. And the temperature has dropped quite a bit. I stopped and dug out my gloves. And as long as I keep moving, the fleece vest I have on is sufficient. But if I was to sit still for a while, I'd be putting on the down. Well, this looks like we're approaching what is on the map, the second top. And those two folks are the only other folks I've seen while I've been here, Bob and May. And so we've chatted a bit and pushed out exploring a little. Just above Heather Park. And well worth every bit of the hike. It's amazing. I'm not sure if this is a trail or just some kind of chute of rock slide that goes down there. I don't think I'd like to try and navigate it. Well, in case you're wondering why they call it Heather Park, here is a whole bunch of heather. The temperature has dropped quite a bit, as you might guess from what you're seeing. Oh, this is really cool. Well, this is Bob and May. Met them on the way. They were coming down from the shelter, the second top shelter. And they decided to turn around and come on back up. Only we went further this time. And now we're at what we think is the official second top. And they're up here. They live in Bremerton. Oh, these clouds boiling up like that slowly is just really cool.
Okay, now we're going to get a real 360 from the true second peak, or second top as they call it. And that's back the way we came, so we're going to be going down that way, and that's the Juan de Fuca and Port Angeles over that way. Actually, maybe that was Squim, I'm not quite sure. Because down there is Port Angeles. But the best is yet to come. Now, isn't that one awesome 360? Mount Olympus is over that way.
Wow, we're back. And it's, whew, what a day. It's been a great day. A really fine hike. My knees are definitely done with this hike. I think it came out to somewhere around maybe 8.5 miles in the round trip. We ended up being a little confused. The map somewhat not to scale. So I think what we really ended up at is the second top, or the first top, which was really quite grand all by itself. The first part of the hike, maybe 2.5 miles, is a lot of up and switchbacks that go through the forest. And that's nice. I mean, it's been a great day for that. The temperature's been just right. But finally, the really good stuff happens, and that is you get out of the forest. You start breaking out of that, and there's these awesome mountain peaks all around. And once you get up even a little more above that, you get a chance to look across the ridges, and you can see, you know, into the Olympic Mountains. And you can see like Mount Olympus, and you can see Klahhane Ridge. Hopefully, you will get to do this sometime. Thanks for watching, and hope you enjoy it. And I sure enjoyed taking the walk and